Hey guys, Tim Hart here, and I get asked a lot of time, how do you invest in real estate, especially at a young age? Normally, you don't have a lot of capital behind you, and you don't have a lot of education behind you either, because you're just getting started. So for me, I got started investing in property when I was just 20, and I've been doing it ever since. And I think it's a fantastic time to get started. It's always great to get started investing, whether it be commercial property or anything else, at a young age. And the big reason for that is compound interest. The sooner you start, the quicker it is that you're going to be able to get to a much bigger sum down the track. There's a lot. You can go to a calculator online and look at the difference of investing, starting when you're 20 and retiring at 65 compared to starting when you say 40 or 50. There's just not as much time there. So if you've got you're young and you can get started like I did, then I highly recommend it, doing as quick as you can. And it doesn't have to be huge amounts, but just make sure you're doing something early on. Now, the biggest thing and best thing you want to be investing in when you're young and you're starting out is your education. So that's getting out there, doing property courses, reading books, videos, and those last two, books and videos, are probably the most underrated things. Especially books are probably the biggest one. The cost of a book might be only $30 or $50, but the amount of information that you can get in that is absolutely phenomenal. Let alone videos like this that are 100% completely free, that you can learn a lot from. The next big one is you want to do some networking. So you want to go out and meet other property investors and talk to them. Why have they done what they've done? Where are they investing? What would they recommend? So just get around other people and get their advice as to what they would do. And then the next real step is take action. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're investing $100 or $1 million. You just need to make sure you get started. Now, a lot of people, when they look at commercial property, they think, I can't invest in commercial property. It's all too expensive. I need $1 million to go and buy commercial property. And it's just not true. So there's a few ways you can invest with not a lot of money in commercial property. There is, if you're looking to buy direct, then you can buy small things like a storage facility or a car park. I've seen a car park sell for like 20 grand, 30 grand. Like, it doesn't have to be super expensive. The other way that I would recommend is to actually look at a fund. So looking at a managed investment fund, similar to what we do at Active Property Group, where we'll go and buy a big shopping centre. We then make it available to individual investors, where you can come and invest for, say $25,000 and own a portion of a much, much bigger centre. Now, this does a few things. One, it means you've got access to a premium centre, usually with multiple tenants. So you've got less risk of, losing all your income from one tenant. You've got premium tenants. You usually got a more premium location for that property as well. But the other big one with a fund is that it's managed, it's professionally managed. So if you're just getting started out and you're not a property expert, then great, you've got a property expert working for you, making sure that that's the right property and coming up with any issues if that come along the way with that particular property. So if you're interested in learning more about investing in commercial property trusts, make sure you subscribe to this video and then head over to activepropertygroup.com.au and register your details, and we'll send you out some more information. And as always, thanks for watching.